this haul is going to be a little bit different because I tried to purchase things that we could use this week for our meals. So I have a grocery haul here. I'm going to show you kind of unique ways that I'm going to use what I spent today in order to make it work for our family. I'll put the total across the screen, and I'm going to break each thing down for you as I can. And then after all of this, I will tell you what I have planned for meals. I do have some eggs left in the fridge. These are some eggs that a kind friend gave me, so I do have 10 eggs left, so that will be part of our breakfasts. We also have some produce from the garden, and somewhere in my fridge I have a bag of ham that a friend gave me, and that will play into this haul as well. I need to clean my fridge out. Stuff just kind of gets thrown in there. So again, stay to the end and you will see how I'm making this work for our family this week. First of all, I found these for 99 cents. These will be really good for my husband to take to work because if you noticed and you have been around here for a while and you've seen most of my grocery hauls, there are no bars in here for him, no protein bars. So that was a good deal, and these should last a few days. This was on clearance, so I grabbed this to do peanut butter and jelly. I already have a ton of peanut butter on the shelves, so that will work for that. I walked away disappointed thinking I could not find any gluten-free bread, and then I saw a couple of things tipped down like this and caught that. So I'm really excited. So we have 2 things of gluten-free bread here for $2.99. I have a couple of children that really need to be gluten-free, and then we just try to be it as much as possible. We can't always do that, which leads me to this. There are 8 buns here, and I grabbed the 2 that I found. But this was kind of a huge lunch idea as well, because each of these will only last me 1 day. So with the ham that I have, and with some of the the homegrown garlic I have, we have garlic that we harvested. That video will not be out yet. I can make my ham and cheese sliders that everybody really enjoys. So I grabbed 3. I doubt we'll use all 3, but I will make ham and cheese sliders that my kids really love, and I'm looking forward to doing that with them. What happened? So that will be a huge help, especially with the ham that was given to us. I have some cuties. They were $3.99 for 3 pounds. Not the greatest looking, but just trying to be economic with the fruits that we have. There's some pears. They were a great deal, so I grabbed those. Grabbed 2. These were from Walmart. This is not from Kroger, and these were kind of hard to find, but I did find a small section and a little bit they had. So each of these are $1.18. Again, not my favorite to give kids, but when you're trying to just really pinch the pennies, you do what you got to do. If I did this every week, we'd have a lot of digestive issues, which isn't ideal, especially because we do need to be more gluten-free. But we're just trying to make do. Now, I can do stuff like with rice and whatnot, but I also know that rice gets very old. So trying to give a little bit of variety here. They had these for $1.79, so I just did this one. I grabbed 4 of those, so we can do 1 day with yogurt, another day with some almond milk, and that will help for breakfast. These were on the clearance for 30 cents each, and I have an Ibotta that will take off $1, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So that gives me even a greater savings. The meat for this week that was on sale, they had this one. This is the only one they had. So, well, the only one of this kind. So they had one for $3.99 a pound. This was the best deal. Walmart is still about $4.55 a pound. So this one is the 85 lean, 15% fat. This will make a, well, I'll tell you, it'll make a meatloaf for 1 meal. This is going to do some meatballs. This one's 73 and 27. And I'm sorry, not meatloaf, and this will be meatballs. So there's 2 dinners. They had chicken, buy one get one free, so I got 4.5 pounds for about $5. And Originally I was thinking of doing my lemon oregano chicken. It's a one-pan dish. The kids really love it. But we're finding that that dish works really, really well with the boneless, skinless thighs and not with this type, the bone in and the skin on. Now I can take the skin off, but I don't know, it's just, it works much better, in our opinion, without it. So that was one thing. And then they did have this brisket. This was $5.11 a pound, and the next thing was $5.99 a pound. My husband had some blood work done, and they are very concerned about his anemic levels. So we're just trying to get a little more red meat than we normally do, just to kind of help with that, and some greens and some other stuff, just to kind of help bolster that up. So beef doesn't do well for me, so this will be an interesting week for me as well. So we have a husband that really needs it and me that really doesn't, and I don't like to make a bunch of different meals. We're just going to play what we can by ear. So with the sliders, I have 2 different cheeses. I prefer it with Swiss. I have some kids that don't like Swiss and want to stick with the mild, so we'll do that. These will be more breakfast. We can use this as a base for a smoothie. All of my kids love this, and generally in the morning they don't really want a whole lot to eat. It's kind of more just snacky until like a bigger lunch, and then dinner tends to be like our big meal because Daddy's been at work all day and needs a good meal because he's hungry. I have 2 things of milk for this week, again for the cereal and for smoothies and whatnot. Not a problem. I do have some frozen fruit in the freezer if we need to, and that might help with the heat this week. And then last but not least, for greens, I found 2 of these. They can be a lunch, they can be a dinner, they can be a side, whatever, but I picked 2 up. If it's a side, I can spread this out between 2 meals. If it's the entire meal, we'll just use it as one. So that's what I got, and let me break down my meal plan idea for you, and yeah, we will talk here in a minute. Okay, here is the menu that I have planned, and then today I went to the food truck, so you can see that video yesterday, and so I have, you know, roughly 6 meals here, 5-6 meals, and so, you know, one day I just don't really have a plan. Sunday is definitely that day. We can make it work for lunches and dinners based on what we have in the fridge. Not too concerned about that. Leftovers, I'm sure we'll have some of these leftovers because each of those sliders comes with, I think, 12 in a package, I believe. So again, we'll be fine. And then dinner, we can just do leftovers, not a problem. We'll add this to what I have now. I know not everybody has it, but I do have it, so I will utilize it. We got some cheese. I didn't think that was going to happen. Otherwise, if I thought it was even a possibility, I wouldn't have bought the cheese. But again, you just never know what you're going to get, so that'll be great. That will help us a lot. We can even do some grilled cheese sandwiches with the sliders if we need some more food. We have some iceberg here. We have some cauliflower. And this will be what we have for breakfast, especially Sunday. So these are gluten-free, not dairy-free, but quick breakfast to eat and then head out to church. So here's kind of the meal plan I came up with. So breakfast, we can do boiled eggs and smoothie, yogurt and granola cereal a couple of times, smoothies, and then we can do some of the ham and do like fried ham and toast. Lunches, we've got peanut butter and jelly. Notice I only have that on there one time, even though I got 2 gluten-free breads. We have the ham and cheese sliders, and we have the hot dogs. I put peanut butter and jelly on there once because this way it gives my daughter a little bit leeway for like some sandwiches for her. Obviously, she can do the ham, but she shouldn't do the wheat bread or the cheese. And the hot dog, she can eat the hot dog, and then we can just kind of fill it in with some vegetables here. I'm just working with what I've got right now, guys. And then for for dinner, we can do that beef brisket with potatoes. We've got some chicken thighs and potatoes, and then I can shred up the leftover chicken and make barbecue sandwiches and even add some beef to it if I need. I think there will be plenty there. We can do meatballs with spaghetti and pasta. I do have the pasta already here. And in terms of spaghetti, I still have some canned tomatoes from 2020 that I want to use up. So I'm going to make my own spaghetti sauce doing that. And then meatloaf and salad using what we have. So I still have, you know, another salad that I can throw in, one of these or whatever. So it's kind of just there. I think we're going to be just fine. We have breakfast taken care of Sunday, and then for most of these, I think I counted 6. So 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, 2, 5, and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, so there's 6 here, and then Sunday, we just got a little plan there. So again, if you haven't checked out yesterday's video, kind of talking about this, you can see it down below. This is just a basic meal plan. Here's the total. And again, for 7 people, here's how it works out each one. I took my Kroger receipt and I submitted it to Ibotta. I got $1 back for the Siggy yogurts that I bought. I got $1 for all of them. It didn't matter if I bought 1 or 5. You just get $1, but $1 is $1. And then I got 20 cents back for uploading my receipt. You can check out down below all about Ibotta if you're not a part of it. I haven't been using it as much the last couple of months. I can purchase the stuff in order to get the money back, but I don't really need it, so I'm not using it. But when I can use it, I do. Alright, I will catch you in the next video.